Hey, what's up, y'all? You are listening to your Mental Matters podcast. I'm your girl, Mo. And for those of you watching, thank you for tuning in. We are back with another episode and a very special guest in the building. Yay! So, I got my girl here with me, Gina Davis,
Yes.
right? I want to have you introduce yourself to the people. But before that, I want to thank you so much for coming, for being here.
Of course.
Yeah.
After the fourth attempt.
Oh, girl. Oh,
If we're gonna be honest.
absolutely. We're being very honest today. We tried. We tried to make this happen several
few
times.
times.
Several times before this moment.
Yes.
And so it feels good. It
It feels
feels
good. Finally.
yeah.
We're here.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. I'm
Thank you for having
this
me.
this episode feels special. Like I've recorded with like a lot of
Mhm.
people, but I was super excited and looking forward to this. That's why I was relentless. I was like, we're gonna make this happen. We gonna make this happen because like I feel like episodes like this don't happen very often where I
Yeah.
get to talk to like my friend
Yeah.
and what we're gonna be talking about today,
Yeah.
right? Which is friendship.
Yes.
Right. So it's also the subject matter is also different because I don't feel like I've done an episode like this. Even though I've had friends on the podcast before, but the topic being friendship, I think is a little different.
Mhm.
So I'm just looking forward to it. I feel like it's gonna be a treat for the audience too.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. Yes.
Yes.
So thank you for having me.
Of course.
And for those that don't know me, a lot of you don't. I'm Gina Davis.
Mhm.
I'm a surgical technologist. I'm an author,
Yeah.
health advocate,
Mhm.
fitness girly,
Mhm.
and now I'm a runner.
A whole runner. A whole runner. Okay.
Thanks to this lovely lady inspiring me to run.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I do career-wise.
Yeah.
Who I am as a person, still discovering. I
Mhm.
feel like I'm in discovery. I'm a sister. I'm a fiance.
Period.
A friend.
Yeah.
Child of God.
Yep.
What else? And I'm just believing like helping people. I
Mhm.
feel like that's my purpose in life and always.
Yeah.
I mean, just like living life your way too. Like I just want to encourage people just to like live their life on their own terms.
Yeah.
And just like find balance.
Mhm.
So pretty much that's who Gina is.
I agree. I think that's a good description for sure. Just from like being your friend. Like we've been friends now for maybe like 2 years.
Yeah.
We made our 2-year anniversary.
Wait, what are we gonna do?
We gonna run a 5K, I guess.
Oh Lord. I love that for us though. Like I
Yeah.
love this dynamic. It's so refreshing, by the way. Like,
It is. It
mhm.
is. And exactly what you said, like you're so like you are such a like a person that reminds people of their power, I think. Like you're just like
Thank you.
live life on your terms, do
Yeah.
what feels good for you.
Yes.
And then also take risks, right? Like do things that,
That's
I
true.
feel like you are very
I'm a
much
risk
so like,
taker, right?
yes.
I am.
Yes.
I am.
Right.
Yeah.
You are. First of all, you running and that
Yeah.
not necessarily being like your choice of fitness, even though you're a fitness girly
Yeah.
through and through,
Mhm.
right? Like let's be clear. Gina be over here lifting weights and whatnot, and that is not necessarily my strong suit. But I'm
We're
trying
gonna
to.
get you in the gym. We're gonna get you in the gym, girl.
I'm trying to get better with
Yeah.
that.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, you are very much so that. So I'm
Thank
super
you.
happy that like we're friends
Me
and
too.
yeah, and we also met at this studio.
At the studio,
Mhm.
y'all. In the bathroom.
Yes, absolutely. So it feels only right that we did this episode.
Mhm.
And yeah. So we're gonna get into it. But before that, I
Yeah.
always do a mental health check-in. I always start off with a check-in for every episode.
Love that.
Yeah. So I want to start off with we can both do our check-ins, right? How have, our mental health's been? But I guess we'll start with you, right? How have you been feeling lately? How's your mental been?
I have been feeling blessed lately.
Mm-hmm.
I have been like in like the spirit of gratitude lately. I feel like
Yeah.
not like sweating the small stuff. I mean, I have my moments, but like overall, how I'm feeling mentally
Yeah.
is blessed and grateful
Period.
for sure.
Yeah.
And what about you? How are
Mm.
you feeling?
Thank you for asking.
Always. Always, sis.
How am I feeling
Yeah.
lately? This week, I guess I'll do this week. I've been feeling a little kind of just like scatterbrained. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to the audience. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I feel like I've been all over the place, and not even just this week. I feel like just the past few weeks.
Yeah.
There's just been a lot on my mind, from like career stuff
Mhm.
to um, I don't know, like relationships in my life, right? to just trying to show up my best in every area, but sometimes just not feeling it. Like I don't know if
Mhm.
y'all know that feeling of just sometimes you just don't feel it. And so it's hard when you're like a professional or like you're
Yes.
someone who usually shows up,
Mhm.
you know? And yeah, I guess I've just been trying to be honest with myself, like,
Yeah.
about like how I'm really feeling and
I
not
love that.
allow those feelings to necessarily like spill over in these different places, right? Like
Right.
that I still have to show up in. Like it's okay for me
Mm.
to feel those things,
Right.
but I don't have to like wear it, you know?
For sure. I
Mhm.
mean, I feel like I can list a bunch of things, right? But I feel like overall,
Yeah.
even when I like list every like pretty much I have similar I can relate to you, right?
Mhm.
But I just feel like at the end of all of that, right?
Yeah.
I'm still grateful.
Period.
Grateful that I can be tired because I'm working towards something,
Yeah.
right? Grateful that I met you, grateful that I'm not having sleep, but I mean, I have a job, like
Yeah.
grateful. So yeah, I can complain because I'm sleep deprived or like my mind is scattered, but it's like we're blessed because it could be a
Yeah.
lot worse,
Mhm.
especially at the times that we're living in right now.
Yeah.
So I just like to just go all the way back to gratitude. Thank you, God. Thank you,
Yeah.
God, for feeling all of this, all of the things. So just thank
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah.
So yeah, but not to negate anything that you're feeling. Like it's
Mhm.
all valid, but
Mhm.
I just like to look at the grand scheme of things
Yeah.
sometimes. Yeah.
It's a good reminder for
Yeah.
sure. Right? Like God is present no matter what
Yeah.
the feeling is.
Mhm.
So yeah, thank you for that.
Of course, sis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's good at that. She does this all the time where she's always like looking at the like just zooming out and looking
Yeah.
at things from a macro level where
Mhm.
sometimes I could be focused on like the here and now and what's happening,
Yeah.
so I think that's helpful.
Yeah. I'll be here to pull you in, sis.
Yes.
Anytime.
Yes. Thank you.
Of course.
Um And yeah, so you know what? We're gonna get into our topic now, which is friendship,
Okay.
right?
All right.
And before we get into it, how you feeling? How you feeling about this topic?
I have mixed emotions about this topic. Except because I mean, I'm 32. I've
Mhm.
lived a couple of lives, I feel like. I've
Mhm.
had a lot of friendship experiences.
Mhm.
So, I don't know, it depends on the questions you ask. We'll see where this goes.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes, right? And I
Yeah.
think yeah, I think there's some good questions here. Like me and Gina both, kind of came
Mhm.
up with some questions that we thought would be like just good to discuss,
Yeah.
right? And we're hoping the audience can take some stuff away from what we share.
Yes.
But absolutely, I think like navigating friendship, I'm in my late 20s.
Mhm.
I'm 28. I feel like y'all know my age already because I'll be telling my
You be
business on
telling
this
us a lot.
podcast.
Period.
I'm 28.
Mhm.
So yeah, we're a couple of years, a few
Yeah,
years
just a
apart
few.
apart from
Just a
each other.
couple.
Yeah, but like if you're in your 20s or 30s,
Yes.
you've had some friendships, right? So we'll be discussing like how we navigate our friendship,
Yeah.
but then also like what has shaped our view of friendship, right? Like
Mm.
also like with some of these questions, I think it'll be a full circle thing,
Okay.
but
Love that.
let's get into it,
Let's do it.
right? So, okay, the first one. The first one is if your friendship was a love language, what would it be and why, right? And we know what the love languages are, but I'll list them out for those who may not know, right? Which is acts of service, words of affirmation, quality time, gifts, and physical touch, right? But it isn't limited to just this, right? Some
Right.
people love languages vary,
Yeah.
right? But these are the ones I guess more technical, right?
Yeah.
These are the ones that people may know of already.
Right.
Um so yeah.
Hmm. I feel like all.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Mhm.
I need all of it. Physical touch, acts of service. What are the other three?
Acts of service, words of affirmation.
Yes, all that. Which you give me, which I love. You encourage me so much. Like I love hugs,
Yes.
love words of affirmation.
Mhm.
You say gifts?
Gifts.
Give me the gifts. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I love
Yes.
a gift. Who doesn't
Yeah.
love a gift? Birthdays, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Mhm.
special moments.
Yeah.
Like when you had that when you were on this panel, you were doing an event and
Yeah.
then we came with
Oh my
another friend,
gosh.
we brought you flowers. Like I like
Yeah.
stuff like that. You know,
Yes.
just to show appreciation and support.
I was so encouraged. I could have
Yeah.
cried. I could have cried in that moment, but I think I was just there was so much that happened that day
Yeah.
that I couldn't, but I was so grateful for that. And I'm not
Yeah.
even a gift person. I'm not
Mm.
gonna lie to you. Like this
Okay.
this is something that
I'm
like
learning.
yes,
Yeah.
I'm like I don't I guess I'm more of like my love languages, like the
Mhm.
top two
Yeah, what are
are
your top two?
yes, those are it's quality time and words of affirmation.
Okay.
Those are the 2.
Mhm.
So, like, with gifts and, like, even physical touch, right? Even though I like hugs, I'm, like, an
Yeah.
affectionate person.
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Ah." if you don't hug me or whatever, I'm not gonna feel like you don't love me. You get what I'm
Oh, for
saying?
sure, for sure, for sure,
Yeah,
yeah,
but
but
like if we don't spend time together and like I don't hear encouraging words from you, I'm gonna be like, oh, you hate me. You get what I'm saying? Like that's me all day. So
yeah,
like,
I feel you.
but when you guys came, like literally
Yeah.
when you guys came and I was so like, wow, I
Yeah.
felt loved for sure.
Exactly, and
Mm-hmm.
it's little things like that
Mm-hmm.
that'll stick with you forever. So
Forever.
I like to do things that stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that. Ooh.
Mhm.
Okay. So all of them for you.
All
I
of them
guess.
for me, because I also feel like when we're talking about friendships, friendship is just a relationship, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like the same way you would be in a relationship with a guy or girl, no matter what your preference is,
Yeah.
you will have to put in the effort to pretty much do all those things,
Yeah.
right? I mean, I guess depending on what the person likes, but I feel like naturally, if
Yep.
you love someone, you will want to give them gifts. You will want to
Yeah.
touch them, encourage them. What were the
Mm-hmm.
other ones? You know, all those
All of the
things. You
ones.
know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they go hand in hand, and you have to nurture it
Mm-hmm.
just the same way you would nurture a intimate relationship.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
For sure. That's so true.
Yeah,
That was good.
effort.
Yeah.
How else are we gonna make this thing work?
Exactly. Exactly. And I guess I feel like I mean, because like I know what my love languages
Mm-hmm.
are, I feel like I might show up like my friendship might look like those,
Yeah.
right? Like
Mm-hmm.
words of affirmation. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to encourage you all the
Mm-hmm.
time. I'm going to remind you of who you are, right?
Yeah,
I'm
you do.
gonna
You do that
you
so well, girl. You
girl.
do that well, y'all.
I try. I try. I'm not perfect, but I do try.
Yeah.
You know, to like I want you to know through what I tell you.
Mhm.
And then also me showing like spending like showing up, right? Like
Mhm.
quality time I think is value like I think that's how you really um kind of like cement like the relationship
Absolutely.
in the sand where it's like
Absolutely.
you're spending time together, you're
Mhm.
showing up even when
Mhm.
it's not necessarily the most convenient.
Right?
Um because I think someone's presence, like a physical presence
Yeah.
is sometimes people don't realize like people can take that for granted. Like I'm here,
Ooh,
right? But I'm
yeah.
here like by choice, you know?
Mhm.
And so I think
It's so true.
yeah, so I think for me quality time, like me showing up, being with you like we
Mhm.
go out to eat or I'm coming to your house or you're coming to
Yeah.
my like that's why I choose because there's some people who they can't reach me ever. Like they can't get next to me. I'm telling you. Like that's how I feel. There's some people like or maybe we used to spend time together all the time and now we can't do that no more by
Yep.
because things have
Yeah,
shifted
for
or
sure.
you know
Mhm.
by choice now,
That's
right? So
true.
I think sometimes for me I can be like I'm a quality time words of affirmation
For
person and
sure.
you know that I care for you and the friendship is like cemented when I'm showing up in those ways for
That's
sure.
true. But I also love how you're not opposed to my love languages either, like,
No,
because
no,
we're gonna
no.
hug.
Oh, for sure.
We're gonna hold
We
hands.
hugging. We holding hands.
Yeah. We're doing
Yep.
all the things.
Yes.
So
Which
yeah.
which we've done. And that's the thing too. I think a part of the reason why because sometimes I'm like, why am I not like a naturally like just a physical touch person?
Mhm.
And I think some of my upbringing plays a part
Yeah.
in that. Like just
Mhm.
being like very much so Caribbean. It's like
Yeah.
sometimes it's like a little rough, a little rougher. Like it's
Yeah.
like I feel like unanimously Caribbean people's love language is acts of service. Like
Oh,
you know
for
they love you
sure.
because
Because they're doing.
they're cooking,
Yes.
they're
For
doing the
sure.
things,
Yeah.
but they may not give you a rub on the back or they
It's
may not hug
true.
you all the time, but
Mhm.
you know they love you because they doing for you.
For sure. Even in my household too, growing up, like my
Mhm.
grandmother's from the South, so like she wasn't giving hugs and
Yep.
pats. She would like pat us on the back, or she'd be like, "You all right?" Or like, "You're sick. Go drink some soda or something, some
Yeah.
ginger ale, Robitussin or something like
Yes.
that." So I get that, but
Hmm.
I sworn my like to myself that I would be the opposite of that
Yes.
because I was deprived of that. I needed that.
Right.
So I'm just out here giving out love, hugs, and whatever I'm feeling.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You absolutely are. You're like it's so and it's so natural though. Like
Yeah.
even when like we like give each other hugs or
Mm-hmm.
hold hands or whatever, it doesn't feel like
Forced.
strange
Yeah.
or like
Strange.
foreign or
Yeah.
weird. It feels like natural and it's like I want to do it. You know, there's
Oh,
some people
good.
like
I'm glad that you feel that.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Like there's some people that I'm like, it's okay.
Not it's
Some people I'm gonna be like, you don't
okay.
have to. It's okay. But I've never felt that way with you.
Okay,
So
good, good. I
I'm
love
happy.
that.
Yes. Me
Yes.
too.
Mhm.
Okay. And so
That was a good question so far. All
that was
right.
good. Okay. And oh, okay. This kind of plays in because I mentioned upbringing. This
Mhm.
ties into the first one.
Okay.
How do you feel like your upbringing plays a part in how you show up as a friend?
Mm. Huh. I guess so.
Mhm.
Like we said, I hug,
Yeah.
physical touch, were all the
Yes.
things because I was deprived of that.
Mhm.
I feel like I'm like super empathetic.
Mhm.
Because I feel like I was going through so much as a kid. Like I
Yeah.
grew up really fast too.
Mm.
And not to get too deep, but I just feel like it shaped me to like feel so deeply for people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like from the person sitting on the street outside to a million, it doesn't matter. Like I just feel.
Yeah.
So I feel like I put that into my friendships. Like I carry like whatever you're going through, I carry that. I mean, it's probably not healthy. I probably shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
But I just feel like that's just who I am.
Yeah.
And that kind of like makes me me.
For sure.
So I feel like definitely like being empathetic and just again acts of service, like we
Mhm.
spoke about.
Yeah.
What about you?
That's a that's a good one. I feel like, ooh, I don't even
I'm
know.
trying to
I'm
think.
like, I guess my upbringing, what was my upbringing like? I feel, what's funny? I feel like my upbringing shaped how I show up as a friend now. Because when I
Mm-hmm.
was younger, growing up, I had a lot of friends. A lot. A
Mm.
lot, a lot. Like it was just like everybody was my friend, girl. Not
Mm-hmm.
everybody, but it was just I
Mm-hmm.
had a large group of friends. And
Mm-hmm.
I think now I'm more selective and
For
I'm
sure.
more choosy with who I have in my close friend, like who I call friend,
For
really.
sure.
And I think that's because I had so many friends and it was like people were not always genuine and some people were,
Mm.
fake, right? And some
Mm-hmm.
people they were around, but they
Mm-hmm.
weren't, there was no depth there. It was just
Yeah.
like, this is my friend that like I kick it with, we, talk about boys with,
Yeah.
or we, go to parties with as
Right.
like, teenagers or
Yeah.
whatever,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
teens, whatever age that was.
What a time to be alive.
Girl, it was fun though. I'm
It
not gonna lie. It was
was. It was
fun.
fun because ignorance is bliss,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
And now that I'm in the know of everything,
Yeah.
I can't unsee things.
Can't.
And it's like, oh, I'm really an adult now.
Absolutely.
There's nothing teenage about this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think because I have like gone through different things growing up
Mhm.
in friendship,
Mhm.
how I show up as a friend now is very much so just way more intentional
Yeah.
because I want that in return. Like I
Mhm.
want the people I call friends to also be intentional and to like just be real with me, right?
Yeah.
Be genuine, be real friends and not just
Mhm.
be around because
Just to
like
be around.
yeah, just by proximity or
Yeah.
because of
Of
like
time.
exactly.
Mhm.
So I think that's maybe now like I just try to show up as genuinely as possible
Mhm.
and hope that that's what I'm getting in return.
For sure, which I
Mm.
love. Thank you for showing up so genuinely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Mhm.
boo.
And I feel like there's something about like your eyes.
Yeah.
I'm so observant.
I
I
think
feel like there's something about your eyes where it's like you'll be able to tell if a person's being genuine or not.
Ooh.
Like, cause sometimes I find you staring at me, and I'm like, why the fuck is she
Yo,
staring at me? It's like, is she digging for something? Is that a
No.
therapist look? Like, what is that
Maybe,
about?
maybe. You know what's crazy? I feel like when we first started hanging out, this was when you had your
My book.
surgical tech,
Oh,
your book,
yeah,
right? When you launched your book, you had your event.
yeah.
When we went out after, you were like, I like your eyes.
I
But
said
that
that
you
before.
did, you said that before. And I was like, oh, thanks. Like I've never gotten a compliment like that
Yeah,
before. And then it made me start to like look at my
your
eyes
eyes are
more.
gorge,
Thank you
but
so
I feel
much.
like they draw people in.
You know what?
That's your power right there, my sis. Because I'm just like, okay, I don't think even if I were to try to be fake, even I can't do that. I
Yeah,
feel like you would see it.
I would see it.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a good thing.
Yeah. I mean, I've never gotten fake from you ever in the
Yeah,
past 2 years,
yeah.
but I think so too. I think
Mhm,
like, and not, it's not that I'm intentionally trying to do anything. I think
mhm.
I like to look people in their eye. That's me personally. Like, if I'm looking you in your eye, like I'm listening, I'm paying
Yes,
attention,
yes.
not necessarily looking or digging for anything, but like, I think what they used to say, eyes are the window to the soul. They used to say that,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm feeling like. I feel like you're just snatching my soul. It's like you're digging in there. Like, what's going on, Gina? Like,
No.
there's something else.
It's just I'm just locked in, paying attention,
And you're my people. I need people like that. So yeah,
Thanks.
keeping you.
Thanks, sis.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like it's important. I feel like I do believe if somebody can't hold eye contact with you, I don't know what that means. Like it could be like why are you
Ooh.
nervous? But not you
Yeah.
specifically, but like,
Mhm.
but that I also think growing up in New York, that's not necessarily like a thing that people do. Like look
Yeah.
people in the eye for so long,
Right.
because
How
it's
long? Like how long is like? Because now I'm wondering like, what's the standard duration of like staring at someone in the eye?
I think intermittently is fine. I'm just extra. I just feel like I'm just like,
Yeah, see? That's you.
I think that's
See?
me. It's a me thing.
Yeah.
Like I just like to look people in the eye. And it's just
Stop.
like it's like I'm just looking at my friend, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Me too. Thank you. But okay. So the next one is, are you a girl's girl?
Mm.
And how would you define a girl's girl?
Mm.
And then there's three part. And then one more is, what's the opposite
Of a
of a girl's
girl's
girl?
girl?
Hmm.
I can tell you the opposite first.
Let's start there. Let's do it. We could do it like that.
I feel like the opposite of a girl's girl. Let's do an example, scenario based. Like
Yeah.
if a female knows something about you or like of your partner and they're not like disclosing that information to you,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe just like withholding information for their own selfish gains or something like
Ooh.
that, I feel like that's not a girl's girl.
Mm.
If you see something like being done wrong to like up to a female or about a female,
Yeah.
and you're just not like they're defending her or like
Right.
you don't have her best interest at heart, I feel like, yeah, you're not a girl's girl.
For sure.
Yeah. What about you? What do you think the opposite is?
I agree with that. With what you
Yeah.
said. I agree with that fully.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think that like I don't know that you can be a girl's girl if you're male centered.
Yes.
Like like a woman who's male centered, that's her focus, right? So like she may not be in tune or like even just like paying attention to like other women and like why it's
Yes.
important to like,
Yes.
be mindful of other
Yes.
women and care
Yes.
about other women because you're
Yes.
so focused on men.
Love
So
how you said that.
yeah.
Male centered for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess if you're male centered, you might not be a girl's girl, but I don't know, because I guess I don't feel like I know a lot of male centered women, because a lot of my friends, a lot of my girls is in relationships.
Yeah.
They got a man, but they also are about their business. They handle their business. Like even my friends who have like their man, they don't be like up under their man all day. Like they be on a shit.
So I was gonna ask you, like, define male centered.
Male centered is when it's just like like I don't want to be like my man, because you should be like my man.
Right.
You should be. But I guess it's just like when that's like, say like you're hanging out with your friend and that's the only topic. The only topic. They're not necessarily checking in with like how you're doing, like what's going on with your life, how's work, how's like your health, like are you okay, how's your mental, right? Like they aren't like trying to make sure they're showing up as a good friend.
Yeah.
They just want to make sure they're showing up the best for a man or a nigga.
Ooh,
you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, and is he doing that for you? Maybe not. He might be showing up for his bros, right? You get what I'm saying?
That's
so
true.
I think sometimes, and I think women who are like that too, I actually don't like fault them, because I feel like sometimes it is like someone has to point it out. That's the only way that it could change. Like for a woman who's maybe male centered, if you were to like put a mirror on it and be like, yo, like you're like fiending, like you gotta calm down.
Yeah.
Then she might be like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
So I think it could be changed.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times when women are male centered, people just let them be that way.
That's so true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've had experiences like that, and I feel like I'm a very direct person. So I did confront a friend and like tell a friend something similar to what you just said before, and their response would be, "Oh, but you're already in a relationship, so you don't understand." And so it's like, I don't know what it's like to be single, right? And I guess like just being in the world of just like being single, like what's a good amount of male attention should you be like having, or like, you know what I mean? Like, so it's hard to gauge.
Yeah.
But also in the same breath, what you're saying is correct too. Like if every occasion that we're talking about is about a man, then it's like, okay,
It's
this
a
is
lot.
definitely male based.
Yeah. And this is coming from, with me saying that too, I'm the single friend.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, yeah.
I'm always the single friend.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And so like I try to also be mindful, because I know like I'll be venting to my friends, okay? And I'll be like, let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
Because like I said, most of my friends are in relationships or
and when you're single, this is what single people do. They're dating, like, right? Like,
right. And I think it would be, sometimes I'm like, if I had like a lot more single friends, then we would just band together and be like, yo, let me tell you, but it's like when I'm going to my friends who are in relationships, sometimes I am mindful of like, all right, we got to taper this at some point, because I don't want my friends to get tired of hearing me talk about certain things. And I also understand that, like, my friends who are in relationships may not be able to relate fully. Like, you have other things that you're focused on, which is
True.
maybe like building a life with your partner or whatever issues, you may have in your relationship too. You might want to talk about that, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, I think there just has to be balance, right?
For
Like, I think when
sure.
there's not balance, when you're too far on the other side and you're just like, oh my gosh, like, this
man,
right.
Let me tell you what happened last night.
Then it's just like,
this man. Yeah,
right. It's like, okay, like, do you have the capacity to be there for me in a different way,
yes,
And
because
that,
that's important.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, it
yeah,
is. Because I mean, I empathize with you in your singleness, right?
yes,
But it's like, okay, girl, like let's
yes,
like share ideas about something, and like how are
yeah,
we gonna elevate our life, like our
yep,
finances,
mm-hmm,
like. So I get it. Let's
yeah,
not just like center our relationship around men for sure.
absolutely,
I have a question for you though.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm ready. Oh,
How many single friends do you have, and how many friends and relationships do you have?
oh,
And do
that's
you
a
feel
good
like you
one.
have a good balance of both?
That's a good
And who
one.
do you like better? Which group do you like better?
Oh,
Or
this
which
is,
group is more beneficial if really, if anything?
ooh, this is good. This is real good. Okay. Um.
So let me
All right. I think
She's like Linda, Felicia, Linda, Tisha.
literally, I'm like, how much is it? So the ones that's coming to mind right now, it's actually even, right? So right now
Okay,
I'm thinking about four
good. Okay.
women, right? And
Okay.
you're included in that,
Okay.
right? So I'm thinking about you and my other friend who is married,
Mhm.
and then I'm thinking about my two single friends,
Okay.
right? And ooh,
I
that's
love that. You see
yeah,
different dynamics too. Marriage,
mm,
engagement, and think,
yeah,
ooh.
yeah. So there's
You're surrounded by gems, I
yeah,
feel like.
yes, absolutely. And
Love
I
that.
guess, like, so with the question of who I like better, I don't
You
have
don't
an
want to
answer.
answer that?
I
Okay,
don't
that's
have
fair.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know that I have an answer, or maybe I do, but I wouldn't say.
Yeah, maybe that was a petty question. I guess what I was really asking is, yeah, just scratch that part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'm like, that's something like that I really was like thinking about. I feel like I can't even compare. I feel like
Yeah,
they're just
like
different. They're different relationships
right,
for
right. That's
sure.
fair to say. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Mhm.
feel like all of them have helped me to um learn more about myself.
Yeah.
So I think all of them are just amazing for different reasons.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've also been able to learn from I've also been able to, like, just learn from, like, hearing about my friends' experiences as well, like
Mhm.
whether single or in relationship, right?
Mhm.
Cuz um and I won't shout out to Mel. I won't put, like, any of her stuff out there, but like her as she's the married friend.
Okay.
Her as a married woman, like, she's able to what she does, which I feel like she does a really good job in, is she's able to, like, just reference the time when she was single and how it
Mm.
wasn't like, like, she's been through things like what I'm
Yeah.
going through. Like, she'll
Yeah.
always be like, "Girl, I know what you're going through. I was
Yeah.
there before."
Yeah.
And so she'll be like, "But let me tell you right now,
Mm.
you better tighten up." Like, she'll tell me, like, "Girl, cut it out. Are you?"
I
She is
love
so,
that.
like, she is so. And I was telling her, I actually told her about you because I'm like, you guys haven't met,
Yeah.
but I was telling her, like, yeah, like, Gina, she's engaged, right?
Yeah.
Because Mel was actually, she was planning a cabin trip. She was saying she wanted
Ooh.
to do a cabin trip
Mhm.
this winter, and if I knew anybody who was interested and wanted to come,
Mhm.
I was like, I feel like Gina and because she was saying, like, her and her husband
Oh,
would have been her and her
nice.
husband, and
Yeah.
then she was like, me, and if there's somebody I wanted to bring, and I'm like, girl, who I'm bringing? Cut it out. I was like, please relax, relax. I will be there fifth, sixth wheeling, and I'll be just fine.
Okay.
Okay,
Which I love, by the way.
I
I
don't mind.
remember when we first met.
I live there. I live.
I remember saying that I was gonna plan a trip somewhere, and you was like, "Oh, can I come?" Oh, to Africa, I think it
Yes,
was. You was like, "Wait, can I
yes.
come? Can I throw a wheel?" I
Listen,
love that for you.
I'm comfortable
You're
there.
about the
I
experiences.
am here for the
It never
experiences.
gave third wheel.
Never. Like,
No.
we're just gonna have fun,
Love that.
Like,
Mhm.
and that's how I know. Like, I don't feel like, oh my God, like, I don't feel like I feel that way, like, doomed because I don't
Yeah.
have my person.
No.
But because I don't feel like my friends make me feel
Mm.
like like weird about it or
Yeah.
ostracized or like,
Right.
like, I'm so different.
Mhm.
But I think, like, yeah, like, Mel, she's so real. I feel like you guys, I was telling her, I was like, I feel like y'all would get along.
Yeah.
She's so, like, Like, we were just talking yesterday, and she was like, "Girl, are you ugly?" Like, she asked me, she was like, "You're not ugly."
I
So
like her.
she was like,
I
"You're not
like her.
ugly." So, like, why is it that a man, like, because we're talking,
We'll talk more off.
we'll
Yeah.
talk
Oh,
more
because
on
now
camera.
I'm
Because
curious.
that's not for y'all. Y'all be in my business. Y'all be in my business a lot.
Yeah, because now I'm curious. What?
We're gonna talk about it.
Okay. Because it
So-
never gave ugly, whatever.
Never that. So she was just reminding me of who I am.
Okay.
That's really what it was. It
Love
was
that.
her empowering me and speaking life into me and reminding me not to let any man, right? Any man out here ever just make me forget who I am.
Hey, yeah.
You were saying, okay, so we started with
The opposite.
That took what?
20 years.
That's
Wow.
20 minutes.
So the definition of a girl's girl. Am I a girl's girl? I would say so,
Yeah.
yeah. I would say yes. And I feel like because I have three female siblings.
Yeah.
I grew up in a house with a bunch of women. So I
Yeah.
feel like how can I not be a girl's girl? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm a girl.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it should be really simple.
It should be.
I don't want to overthink this. Yes, I'm a girl's girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have integrity.
Simple. And how would you define that? Like, how would you define a girl's girl?
Being honest.
Mm-hmm.
If I see her crown tipping, I'm gonna fix it, shift it.
Yeah.
You know, give advice, motivate. If I have resources where I feel like they're lacking, I'll definitely share. Just anything, whatever it is. I'm
Yeah.
a girl's girl. Whatever it is.
Period.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
I want us to all win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel that.
Especially my
completely.
Black girls. Yeah. For
Period.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't want to overthink it. I just feel like
There's nothing to overthink about
yeah.
that. Yeah. There's not even anything to even allow room for overthinking. I agree with that 100%. And I feel
Yeah.
like you are. I would say
you.
that you
Me
are
too.
just from thank you. I think so. I want to believe that I am. And I feel like I've been that way my whole life. I don't think it was anything that needed to be taught. You get what I'm saying?
And I feel like that's a new term that I just now had to like think about recently in the recent years. Like,
Right.
what is that? It's like, oh, you mean, am I me? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I guess there are some women who,
Right.
I guess for the women who wouldn't be girls,
Right.
they aren't necessarily championing other women, right? They sometimes could be competitive with other women. They could, they might be women who sleep with other women's men knowingly.
Knowingly. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There may be women
Ooh,
who
yeah.
right, because that's where there are particular things that would classify like, wow, you're just
Trifling.
yeah, right? Because
Yeah.
there were other terms for it maybe
Yeah.
back in the day
Right.
that they used, like trifling or
yeah.
like
So they just like
backstabbing
cleaned it up with
2
girls, girls.
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like none of that is happening.
Yeah.
None of that is happening on this side. And I feel like if I ever have gotten any whiff of that from any woman or girl that I have been friends with, I just remove myself. That's me.
Yeah.
I try to remove myself as
Yeah.
quickly as possible
Yeah.
because, like I was saying, when I
Yeah.
was younger, I gave a lot of like the friends that I had around me, I gave them a lot of room to just
Be them, right?
be them. And then what happened was
Yeah.
I paid for that in the end. Right?
Now we're talking, y'all.
Yeah, we're getting into it because we gonna be real. We talking about friendship, right? We not even gonna sugarcoat it. And so that's why the way that I show up now may look very different from how I once did because at one point I was that, I feel like I've always been a girl's girl, but I was also that girl that just wanted to see the best in everyone.
Facts.
And didn't want to believe that people
were
like that. And then once I saw it, you can't unsee it. And so now it's like, if I get any whiff of it, I'm nervous.
You're running.
I'm nervous.
Yeah,
I'm nervous.
for
I'm
sure.
just like, I don't know. I'm scared.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I feel like I've always been labeled as the judgmental type in my past friendships.
Mhm.
And I would take that and just be like, how am I judgmental? I'm so understanding.
Yeah.
And I guess I just like didn't stand for certain things that they did stand for.
Yeah.
And they would just classify that as me being judgmental. But I'm so glad that I was labeled that because now it's like, you know who to play with.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Right? So yeah, let me have that barrier of judgmentalness or
Mhm.
whatever. But yeah, I feel like even if I were in the know, like in the past of like a friend doing something she shouldn't be doing,
Yeah.
it would never sit right with my spirit, like,
Yeah,
ever. And I
absolutely.
would try to, like, do things to, like, maybe encourage them to, like, not,
Yeah,
but they're gonna do what they wanna do.
they sure are.
And yeah, eventually it all plays out, but
Mhm,
yeah, that's
mhm.
that's so interesting you said that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been there too, where
yeah.
I've had friends where I was like, "Ugh."
It's like
Yeah, yeah,
but it's
and
like you wanna be a friend,
yes.
and being a friend means be supportive, but also being a friend means telling a friend the hard things, not
Yeah,
just being a yes girl to
yeah,
your friend,
absolutely. Telling them when they're
right?
wrong, when they're messing up, when they're not doing the
Right.
right thing.
So
Mhm.
are you really a girl's girl if, like, your friend is trying to, like, look out for your best interest at heart and, like, you're not receiving that?
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think yeah. I think you can still be a girl's girl. I think what it is you're caught up in your own way. Like I
Mhm.
think there are some women that are like hell bent on like doing things this way for some
Yeah.
reason,
Yeah.
right? Like say if we'll use the example if like there's some sort of like affair. No shade to
Yeah.
anybody.
I feel like that's, like, the first thing that comes to our it's a
That's a thing
common
that
thing,
that
yeah.
happens
Yeah.
every day, y'all. It happens. So
Yeah.
don't nobody take this no way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. If it's somebody that's choosing to, have an affair
Yeah.
or be a side or be
Mhm.
whatever in a
Mhm.
situation knowingly, that can put someone, a friend who
Mm.
knows about it in a
Yes.
position where they feel compromised spiritually, right? Where it's like, I wouldn't do that.
Mhm.
So why would I tell my friend to do it? You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like I'm that type
Mhm.
of person. If I
Mhm.
know I wouldn't do something,
Mhm.
I might try to figure out how can I say this in a way that's strategic
Yeah.
to get them to see that
Mhm.
like I don't know if that's the best thing for them
Yeah.
without making them feel
Yeah.
judged,
For
right?
sure.
And they may still like choose to look the other
That's
way or
true.
disregard it. And it's like, okay, cool. They're in their stubborn bag right now. They
Yeah.
are choosing to live their life this way.
Yeah.
I've been in a situation like that before and
Mhm.
what I had to do was separate myself from it,
Yeah.
right? And it was like
Mhm.
I still love them.
For sure.
I still love them,
Mhm.
but I just
Gotta love it from a distance.
yeah, and I see how this could maybe just go completely haywire,
Yeah.
right? It,
Yeah.
it may not work out the way that they anticipate in their mind,
Yeah.
right? So I just be like, always wish you well,
Yeah.
and the love don't change with me. Even that's why I want anybody to know that I was friends with and maybe we're not as close anymore,
Yeah.
is that I still
Still love
love you.
you. Still.
Yeah, I just can't be
Still.
like, you know,
Just not aligned. At
simple.
least not right now.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Mhm. That's me
Mhm.
all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. I know cuz we're similar in
Yeah.
that. For sure.
Mhm. We have certain things we stand for, yeah. Yeah. I
Period.
wouldn't say that those people don't have morals or things like that,
Right.
but just different morals.
Different.
Yeah.
Different.
Mhm.
And sometimes the things that they care about like more intensely differ from like what I
What
and
we
I'm like,
care
"Oh,
about.
wow, that's interesting."
Yeah.
For sure. So it's
For
always like
sure.
a learning experience in friendship. That's why I
Yeah.
think it's good have multiple friends. Get to
Yes.
know different people
Yes.
and then choose like what works for you and choose what doesn't.
I think the hardest part for me was, like, not understanding how they can't see
Mm.
what I'm
Mhm.
seeing.
Yeah.
Like, how could you not see that this is wrong? Like,
Right. Right.
Stevie Wonder could see this is wrong,
Stevie could see it,
and you
yeah.
out here just carelessly living.
Right.
Okay.
What do you
So
think that's about? Is it upbringing? Is it
oh,
like
all the things for sure.
is it
Upbringing. Yeah, maybe we've grew up in the same neighborhood, but
yeah.
we lived in two different households,
Ooh.
right?
Mhm.
So yeah, we have the block thing in common.
That's it.
But as far as like morals and values, that's where it gets tricky as we get older.
For sure.
So yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
And I
And
feel
it's
like
shocking.
it's shocking. As we get older, I'm
It's
like,
like, oh,
wow, we can't even hide it. Like it's
yeah.
so visible the differences
Blatant.
that I'll be scared. I'll be like, this is the person that like I've
Like I grew up with. What?
yeah. Mhm.
Mhm. Mhm.
Ooh,
Yeah, girl.
that was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Love that one.
Yeah, we got into it for sure. And y'all can let us know in the comments how y'all feel about this one because I feel like
Yeah.
this is good.
I love this.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so the next one, what's your friendship green flags?
Ooh, green flags?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I saw one green flag immediately. The minute you spoke to me in the bathroom, I feel like
Mm,
that's such a green flag for someone like me. Because I
yes.
talk to people randomly all the time. Like,
Yes.
so I'm like, oh, okay, she's my person. She's that type of girl. Like,
Yeah.
she's not intimidated.
Mhm.
We're not like staring each other down because
No,
that's like a New York thing.
it
Like,
is.
you
It is.
know. So I love that like you saw past that and was like, hey, I
Yeah.
love that. That was a green flag.
Absolutely. Because
Yeah.
literally when we no, I remember that moment because first of all, before we went to the bathroom, we
Mhm.
were like in the one of the other studios,
Yeah.
right? Like I think you were waiting because you were gonna
I
record
was.
for a
Yep.
different show, and I just finished recording.
Okay.
So when you came in, I saw you. You walked past, and you were like, you were by yourself. You were
Yeah.
waiting for, I think you're the co-host or whoever you were
Mhm.
recording with. And then I think we both were like, "Oh, we gotta use the bathroom," right? I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I need to use the bathroom." You were like, "You know what? I'm gonna come to the bathroom too." I was like, "Yeah,
Mhm.
let's go, girl." And then we went, and when we were in there, it was just natural for me to be
Very
like,
natural.
yeah. And
Yeah.
it was just like, yeah, like when first of all, when I see another woman, first of all, who's cute,
Oh, thank you.
T, beautiful, I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
like,
Love that because I was super nervous. This was my first podcast I was recording, so I
yes,
was, like, in my head a lot, and I was praying, and I wonder if, like, looking back, if, like, God threw me that little, like, alley
yeah,
hoop to,
yeah,
like, calm me down. I think
exactly,
of things like that.
for
I was
sure.
like, "What are the odds?" Like, I
Yeah.
was super nervous, and then
Mhm.
you're like, "Hey, are you here for a podcast?" I'm like,
Yes.
"Oh my god."
Yeah.
So just talking to you just, like, calmed my spirit down, and so,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
So that was a green flag,
yep. Mhm.
for sure. What's a green flag for you?
Oh, that's so sweet. I'm
Yeah.
like, I love that.
Yeah, I love you, girl.
I love you
Yeah.
too. Yeah. A green flag is being able to say I love you to your friends. Okay? I mean, and this was
Ooh.
just an example of that because I feel like I don't I don't feel like I
Is
don't
this new for you?
I feel like it's new for me, but it's actually a
Mm.
good thing. Like
Yeah.
I don't feel like repulsed
Yes.
by it. You get what
Yes.
I'm saying? But back to even referencing what I mentioned earlier, like Caribbean people, like we know like our peoples love us. We know that. But like, is it always said? Not
Not so much.
necessarily. Right. But I
Mhm.
know like growing up, like, like my mom in particular, right? Because I
Okay.
have a big family, like, or a moderate sized
Yeah.
family. But I
Now,
think
I'm sorry, is this the Haitian side or the Jamaican side or both?
both
Both
actually.
sides, okay.
Both are
Just Caribbeans as a whole.
I'm gonna just
Just
say
the whole island
like
culture.
it's like I hate to generalize it, but like it be so rough. It's like, why were you rough like this? And
Yeah.
it's not even like some may not even perceive it as rough on the outside looking in. It may
Mhm.
just look like, oh, whatever. But like,
Mhm.
it's like I think there's a toughness that's there
And they feel like it's needed
is needed to survive,
to
essentially.
survive.
Right.
Yes.
But it's
Yes.
like, yeah, I love you because I'm feeding you. You have clothes.
Right. You got a
Right.
roof over your
You
head,
gotta
don't you? It's like,
exactly.
why do I feel like I should be appreciative of this? Which I should be, but like, I don't know. I didn't ask to be here. You're
Exactly.
making me feel like I need to be super grateful, which yes, I should be, but it's
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
It's a lot. I mean, like, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
right, but it's like I love you is a thing that I did hear from my mom, but like
Mm-hmm.
in friendship, I feel like it was like us with how we say it with each
Mm-hmm.
other and it kind of flowing so naturally.
Mm-hmm.
That was new for me. And sometimes I think I should still find myself like, wow, like I'm telling my friend I love her.
Yeah.
This is
I told myself any new friends that I come like that I meet, I'm just gonna be intentional and just
yeah.
do the things that feel right to me and the things that I've always wanted to do in my past friendships, but like probably felt a little weird because maybe they're as not as receiving or whatever the case.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm purposefully saying these things because that's what I feel.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. So I think that's definitely a green flag, but I'll give
Okay.
one more just because
Anything.
that was a steal. I just took that from
That was good.
yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. I think Hmm. What else? A green flag maybe would be. Let me know if you have one.
I just feel like in, at the age that I'm at now,
Yeah.
another green flag is a woman that is about her business.
Mm, love
That
that.
has a lot going on positively
Ambitious. Yeah.
and very ambitious and just has goals as far as careers is concerned or even family is concerned.
Yeah.
Um, not immature minded,
Mm. Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So a
Absolutely.
busy woman and
Yeah.
in like in a good way,
Absolutely.
in a positive way.
Yeah. And why is that a green flag for you?
Because I feel like in friendships, you need people around you that are like-minded.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about right now in this at this
In
chapter
this
in my
season.
life. So I
Yeah.
just feel like we just have to have similarities.
Mm-hmm.
So to me,
Absolutely.
you being a worker and have goals and all that, to me, like, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's a green flag for sure.
absolutely.
Because you don't have time for the BS.
Yeah.
Because
Very,
you're too busy working on yourself.
very true.
Yeah.
Very true. I
Mhm.
love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess for me, I would say, I was gonna say emotional intelligence, but I feel like really what I
Mhm.
wanted to say was like self-awareness.
Mm,
Self-awareness. I think like a woman who is self-aware of like
love that.
you could be my friend. If you know how you show up and you know what you do and you're able to tell me so that I'm aware. Cause it's sometimes it's like when people do like I don't know if you ever experienced this where like you're friends with someone and they do something like and it just feel like they freestyling and you're like, what? Like you're
What do you
kind of
mean?
when I say freestyling, it's kind of just like, oh, like I've never seen this before from you. Right. Like
Mm,
and it's maybe like they don't even realize like if a friend does something and they don't even realize how what they're doing is
affecting.
affecting the friendship, affecting
Mm,
the room, affecting the energy. And then it's like, if you bring it to their attention, it's like, there's no,
lights are not on.
yeah, it's like, really? And
Like, am I bugging?
it's like, no.
Yeah.
Cause,
It's like, wow, you're not that self aware at all, huh? Like, not
yeah,
even a little bit?
not even a little bit. Cause then that's going to make me feel like I'm like,
Not
like,
valid. Your feelings are not valid.
yeah, like I'm
Hmm.
a crazy person.
Hmm.
And I know that I'm not. And, so for me, I just feel like I don't want to be, I don't always want it to feel like I'm the bearer of bad news or I'm telling you something new about yourself. I feel like it's our responsibility as individuals to know how we're showing up. And
Right.
if you don't know how you show up,
Hmm.
even when you're showing up like not so good,
Hmm.
I think that's something that like you got to work on.
Yeah.
And and we can work on it,
Yeah.
but you got to know it. If you
Yes.
don't know, then like I
Yes.
don't know.
Oh, I just can't help but to think to dig deep a little further than that. I feel
Yeah.
like people be knowing,
Yeah.
and either A, they're too fearful to admit to their friend that they have this flaw,
Yeah.
or they're knowing it and they think that they're hiding it well. And then
Clock
when you
it.
call it out, they're in denial,
Yeah.
you know?
You're like, what are you
So,
talking about?
like,
What do you
huh?
mean? When? What?
Yeah. So, yes,
Please.
being self aware is definitely a green flag because
Yeah.
don't let us get to a point where I have to like call you out. Like,
Yeah.
call yourself out. Like, you
Yeah.
should know yourself well enough to know that this is.
That's exactly how I feel. Cause I feel like I've been put in that position on numerous like in different times in my
Mhm.
life. And it never feels good to have to
Never.
be. And it's always like I feel like
I get anxiety and I'm like, here I go again.
yeah. And then it's also like it also feels like I'm taking on this responsibility
Yes.
for that person.
Yes.
Hmm.
You better eat.
Girl.
She's talking, y'all. I
I'll be
feel like I have to stop. Well, I don't do that anymore
yeah.
because these are new friendships. But yeah, I
Yeah.
was definitely guilty of that in the past.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just taking it on. Like they don't see it, so let me just show them, and then I can help them fix it.
Yeah.
No,
Mm-mm.
Gina, no, they are who
Mm-mm.
they are,
Yeah.
and when they're ready to change, they will. If not,
For
they
sure.
won't.
For sure.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I think sometimes too, like, because I feel like I've learned over the, because I feel like I've probably done a little bit of that too. But I feel like we're also
Hmm.
a little different, which I think is a good thing. Where sometimes I'm gonna see it and I just be like, girl, please. I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be like, I don't want to deal with this, so I'm gonna
Yes,
just.
I don't wanna. Here
I
I
don't-
go. And this is what I mean by ignorance was
I-
blissful.
Right.
Ah!
And it's not, you know what? You may not even be ignorant, but you're choosing to turn the other way. You
Oh,
choose it.
okay. Yeah,
For me,
yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
I
yeah.
sometimes
Mhm.
see it plain and clear and be like, I got other things to do.
I need to do I don't know if I yes, it's circumstantial for me, but
Yeah.
in a lot of ways, I'm also the person that to point it out, and I feel like me pointing things out always gets me in trouble. So maybe I need to
You think
just
so?
turn the other cheek moving
Yeah.
forward for sure.
I think you know what's crazy? I love that quality about you. And I told you that before. I love that you are that way because I'm not that way. And I think
Yeah.
sometimes like seeing something cuz I think that's something that I see in you that I feel like I need to do more of
Mhm.
actually. Like instead of I think sometimes I choose to turn the other way cuz I'm like I got so many other things that
Mhm.
like require my attention or
Yeah.
will require me to have to show up
Mhm.
emotionally that I sometimes choose like I just pick and choose like what I want to
Feel you.
do that with.
Yeah.
But I feel like you are very good at being like, well, you actually did that. And
Yeah.
I'll be like, ooh, yeah.
I feel like in the Black community, this whole mind your business culture
Yeah.
is what's like stunting our growth.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
mind your business. This has nothing to do with you. But who's gonna hold you accountable knowing that these things that you're doing is wrong,
Yeah.
morally wrong? Like,
Mm-hmm.
mind your business.
Mind your business is crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, we
So
can't
I
afford to do
can't.
that
We
anymore.
can't afford to do that. How else are we gonna grow?
Yeah.
And this is why we it's gonna get deep. This is why we have so many freaking single moms because
Mhm.
who are holding these men accountable?
Yeah.
We're just minding our business.
Yep. Very true.
We need somebody to show up and let us know, like, no, this is not wrong, this is not right.
Mhm.
Like back in the day in those communities, like you would see a kid in the street and you'll see the neighbor looking out the window like, hey, don't do that. I'm gonna tell your mom. Like we need
Yeah.
that
Very true.
community. Like nobody
Yeah.
holds anybody accountable anymore.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the ones that do end up being, you know,
Mhm. Mhm.
shunned or whatever the
They
case may
do.
be.
They
And that's
do.
fine. I'll be shunned on the island by myself because I know what's right. So that's okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then you also are, I feel like, more likely to find your people
Mhm.
when you do what you feel like is right.
Yeah.
And those people kind of X themselves out. And then the people who actually appreciate you for that
Yeah.
gravitate towards you.
For sure.
So I think like I wouldn't look at that as a negative thing, as a bad
Mhm.
thing at all. I
Yeah.
think like I know for me, which we've talked about, I got to get better at being able to say
Speak
like,
up a little bit.
yeah, for
Mhm.
sure. Cause I feel like
Yeah.
there are moments where I am able to do it.
Yeah.
And then there are other moments, which I feel like it comes up maybe more often in friendship where I'm
Mm.
like, I'm gonna just,
Now, what the minute you feel that feeling, what is making you saying, I'm just gonna not? What is that feeling? Is it anger? Is it fear? Is it confusion?
yeah, that's a good question. I think sometimes um,
Is it
it
shocking?
yeah. Sometimes I think when you say confusion, that felt right. Sometimes it's confusion. Sometimes it's like I am a person who I like to like fully like assess and dissect a situation
Okay.
before I make like I'm not a reactive person.
Yeah.
I'm more of like a responsive one. So like I'll
Mm.
respond after I have thought everything through
Mm.
and have really like assessed like
Mhm.
what happened, what they did, why I didn't like it or why it felt weird. And then I'm like, how should I go about this?
Yeah.
And then, but sometimes I could linger in that space for too long where I'm like, do this or that. And then I always be like, ah.
Eh,
So I
yeah.
give it too much time where it's just like, really like, just be a human. Like, cause I think to be like, I am sometimes analytical,
Yeah.
but like, that's not necessarily like, that can be a little bit like robotic where it's like, you don't
Mm.
always got to analyze everything to the T. Sometimes if you feel something, you could just say something.
Yeah.
Right. And like for me, I think it could be a part of how I grew up as well is like, like, no, you can't always say something, right? Like sometimes, like sometimes, and not necessarily
Oh.
that I'm being told I can't say something, but it's just maybe seeing what happens when, like how it can
Mm.
be very just like dramatic and like extra and crazy.
Yeah.
And so choosing like, because I feel like I've always been pretty observant. Like,
Mhm.
I'm able to just even like pick up on stuff just by like not saying a word. And like sometimes I'm like, okay, like now that you have this information and you saw what happened, do you
Yeah.
need to do something or do you just sit with it?
If
Like,
it made you feel a way personally.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess I feel like even from I was young, there would be times where
Mhm.
things would make me feel away and I would just be like, all right. Like,
Mm.
for some, I guess it felt like there was some sort of maybe even strength in that. Like
Yeah.
feeling something that wasn't necessarily didn't feel good, but like knowing like I'm tough enough to just like not speak on it. It's weird. It's like a
Yeah.
weird,
Like
um,
self-soothe in a way?
like self-soothing. Like you're strong, so you could take it, you can handle it, you could
I
deal with
hate
it.
that for us.
Yeah,
I
girl.
hate that for us.
So yeah,
Yeah, I feel you.
it might be some conditioning
Yeah.
in that.
Yeah.
Like, and so in friendship, I'm like, I find myself doing that, but realizing like my friends would want to know.
Yeah.
Like, because that's been said to me before, like, well, you didn't tell me. So how
Yeah.
was I gonna
Same.
know?
Yeah.
Right. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I just thought you would know. And it's like, no,
No.
because people are different. People come
Yes.
from different walks of life. So
Yes.
that's something I've
No matter
actively,
how much you think you know them.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. Or just, and that's the thing, because I feel like my friends, we have differences, but I feel like we also have a lot in common. So
Mhm.
sometimes I'm like, oh, they would know that would bother me. But it's like,
Mhm.
nah, just because we have things in common doesn't
Mhm.
necessarily mean that like everything is,
Mhm.
like one in the same.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
even if they do know, this what's wrong with just also reassuring them,
right, right,
right?
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I feel like we could talk for a really long
we
time. Like
could.
I can't have a platonic friendship. Like I have to get deep. Like I need to
Yeah,
know like the how you doing? Hey girl, like that's cute, but
yeah.
like let's
We gotta go deeper. We gotta go deeper.
yeah.
Yeah. We might have
Sure.
to do a part
I
two.
was just about to say
Yeah,
because I feel like we're just getting warmed up.
we
I'm not even gonna lie
are.
to you.
We are. So
Mhm.
part two
Mhm.
coming soon
Okay.
because I feel like we gotta finish
We
it.
didn't finish. So a red flag for me would kind of like be like we spoke about before, like not being a girl's girl, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And everything that entails.
Yeah.
What else? A red flag for me. Um, just not being selfish.
Like that.
Can't have a selfish friend
Yeah.
because I'm way too selfless for that.
Yeah.
One more. I feel like there's a lot of red
There's a
flags.
lot.
I'm a picky person.
Eee.
Yeah, I'm a very picky person. Oh,
I'm
I
a
don't
picky
know. What about
thing.
you?
I was gonna say a red flag is mean girl energy. I don't
Oh, that's
me
great.
yeah, me I don't like
Oh,
I
that's great.
don't like mean girl energy. I don't like if you coming off mean or even you may not even come off mean to me, but if I see you being mean to someone else, I think I just might be like, "Ooh, I'm scared.
Girl, yeah.
I'm scared." Because there's not a
Yeah.
mean bone in my body. At least
Mhm.
not to me. I mean,
Mhm.
some people might perceive certain things I've said and done in my life mean, but
Mhm.
probably was just I set a boundary. That's the only time
Yes.
somebody might think I'm mean, but me, I am sweet as pie.
Yeah. And when
So
you say mean girl, you mean like the movie Mean Girls, like how Regina George was? Or like
kind of like how
and
Regina
then some.
and then some. Like
Okay.
it's like if you're not, like warm or embracing to other women,
Yes.
if you're like
Yeah.
nicer to men than you are to women, I'm looking
Yeah.
at you funny.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, girl,
Yeah.
you know how hard it is for us out here? I
Yeah.
feel like off rip, like just like how we were talking about our initial exchange where it was
Mhm.
like I saw you and naturally I wanted to just say, hey, like,
Yes.
like I appreciate that. I'm not saying you have to be. I mean, this is New York, right? So
For
like
sure.
New Yorkers, naturally have the poker face sometimes, and it
Yeah.
could look like RBF, right?
It does.
But it's like once you talk to them, they're
Are they sweet? Yeah.
exactly. So
Mhm.
there's a certain type of way about you.
Mhm.
Like if you're, if you maybe talk bad or
Mhm.
nasty about
Mhm.
people, if you're like, condescending, if you're like, if you
Yes.
there's certain things that like women can do
That's so
that tell
true.
me like, oh, you're not a nice person.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Or even like backhanded, not even backhanded compliments. Like you see how you're like, "Oh, you look cute, girl," because
Yes.
I obviously put an effort
Ye-
today to put a little makeup on or like
yes.
straighten my hair or whatever the case may
Yes.
be, right?
Absolutely.
And you don't say anything,
Mm.
and you
Mm.
give me a
Ooh.
that right there tells is very telling.
Is you a hater or what?
Girl, that yeah, it's like underlying things
Yeah.
that I don't appreciate. Those are definitely red flags for me, and I observed them early on
That part.
for sure.
You could catch it.
You can catch it. And I'm
Absolutely.
definitely moving forward, no longer like not addressing things like
Ooh.
that. Cause yeah,
See?
that gets you overlooked and just like underpaid. Like I mean, I don't know.
Oh
Like, you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And me, I'm the type to notice it,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll still kiki, but
Mm-hmm.
then you probably just won't ever hear from me or see me again.
Okay, cool.
that's
Cause I
that's
was gonna say, like, what do we do with that like afterwards?
afterwards, if I see it and feel it, then I probably just wouldn't want to be around you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like you might just hear from me less and
Mm-hmm.
less until
Mm-hmm.
like it's like, oh, like what happened?
Yeah.
It's like you gave me
Mm-hmm.
hater vibes or mean girl vibes.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Like it's like I just don't want to be because I dealt with that when I was younger. Like when in my younger years with all the friends that I had, a lot of them was low key haters, and I found out like
Yeah.
later on.
Later on.
You always find out
And it's like,
later.
huh.
Yeah.
But while you're in it, you're super confused and can't understand.
Right. And
But
they
no,
may
it's
not.
super simple.
The crazy part is those people who do that, they may not even know they're like that. They may not know, but it's something that like,
something to pay attention to.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, for
They
sure.
should know.
Yeah.
That's called being self-aware.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you calling it out, I feel like is so tea because like that probably would be like a rude awakening for them.
Yeah.
They may work on it.
Yeah.
But me, I'm like, nope. I'm gonna let somebody else tell you. I'm gonna let somebody else tell you because he ain't gonna be around
I'm
me.
telling you, I'm gonna work on that. 50-50. Like you work on like being more direct in certain cases, and I'll
Yes.
work on zipping my mouth in certain cases.
Yes,
Depending.
depending. Because I don't think that's a bad quality at all that you
And
have.
for you too, same.
Yeah.
So I guess it's case by case.
Case by case.
Yeah.
Period.
But definitely part 2.
Part 2. Okay, there's so much more that we have for you guys. But we got caught up because like we're
Yeah.
real friends here. So we're
Yeah.
we're we're learning each other, we're talking, and we're
Yes.
like letting y'all in on like just stuff that we would naturally just talk about
So
anyway.
true.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Gina, for being
Of
here. And let the people
course.
know where they could find you, where they could follow
You guys
you.
can follow me on Instagram at csttravelguru.com.
Yes.
CST Travel Guru on Instagram and as well as TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're into surgical technology,
Mhm.
I can pretty much give you the guideline on how to start and become an independent contractor and make six figures.
Period.
So yeah.
Yes. Your Mental Matters podcast. We're out. Yay.
Yay.com.
Thank you,
Girl,
girl. No, that's
it's
it's the one.
it's
That's
the
the champagne.